Alright, good morning. I'm Mark and welcome to Random Acts of Carving. Today we're going to be working on a piece of driftwood, and we're going to be actually putting some sea creatures on here, so this should be a fun one. I'm going to try to incorporate as many as I can into this, maybe some seashells and stuff, so stick around and we'll cut this thing out and see what we can come up with. Here we go. Alright, today we're going to start out with putting a bottlenose dolphin here. Just kind of going to rough it in a little bit. I've got the forward mount, and I got a heavy-duty bit on there to remove some wood, and that's where we're going to start. So here we go. Okay, and we're carving, and as I'm trying to do my voiceover here, we're having a really bad thunderstorm outside, so if you hear any loud kabooms, that's just some thunder and lightning, nothing to worry about, I think. So yeah, carving some sea animals, and hoping we don't end up underwater here in a few minutes. But this is a nice piece of driftwood, and I thought about carving a face and using that top piece as a hat. That's why I picked it up originally. That's what I was going to put there, and then kind of been doing a lot of faces lately, and you could see kind of a dolphin right there, and there was a turtle shell right there on the side, and I thought, well, I can make a seascape here for something a little different. I do have some neat carvings coming up. I don't know if any of you watch Amy Jo on her channel. She does some carving, and she challenged a lot of anybody that wanted to come to do the challenge, just to carve the moon. No rolls to it, and we're just all going to, well, there's a bunch of us, I guess, going to carve our version of the moon in some piece of wood. So we can make it any size and not any kind of wood and any piece of wood, so I'm going to have to find a piece of wood and get started on that project. I think it's due October 1st, so you'll see it before that. Another thing is I recently ordered a knife blade, so I'm going to take a deer antler and try to carve a handle for it. Try to make something really neat. It'll be the first knife handle I've done, so we'll see if we can find something really cool to put on this deer antler. I did get some new bits for a handpiece for my little micro motor, and they seem to cut the antler bone really good, so I'm going to be using those and hopefully be able to get some really nice detail in it. Kind of excited to get started on some of that stuff, so but in the meantime, I do have a couple more carvings coming up. This one here, obviously, it took a lot more time than I thought it was going to. I guess each one of these sea creatures probably would have made a decent carving for a 1-week video, but I ended up putting 3 pretty good sized critters on here, and this one I'm putting here at the bottom, it took a lot of time. Trying to put on a video every week, sometimes you get these carvings that take a lot of time, but hard to get them finished up. Fordham does make quick work of the heavy stuff, and I got that into every place I could get it. once I had all the legs kind of cut in there, depth-wise, I just started rounding them off a little bit with the Fordham, also skinnying them up a little bit, getting down in as deep as I could with it. Where his eyes were on the octopus was actually 2 branches stuck out right there. So each eyeball was a knot in the wood, so that kind of worked out kind of neat. Here I'm using that little diamond grit. It's like a wheel on the end of that shaft that I use for fur, and I use it for a lot of different things. But works also really good for making straight lines. Just stand that wheel up on edge, you can just draw nice straight lines with it. Had to drop down to a Dremel with a flame bit on it and get in there and start digging out from underneath these legs a little bit. Wanted to hollow it out in some places, but I didn't want to make it weak at all, so I did leave a big chunk of wood in there to keep it strong. This part was a second day of carving. I had the octopus kind of roughed out the first day, along with the dolphin and the turtle, and then the second day, just a lot of cleaning up and carving out the legs a lot more, and then starting to add some details to mostly the octopus. Wrinkles on the octopus were kind of like fur on any other creature. A little heavier and wrinklier on the back of his head there, and then in his body, and then on the legs and down around his eyes. It almost looked more like fur. Here I used a round, like a ball, diamond bit. Started making a coral out of what he was hanging on to there. Adding a few rocks and some seagrass. Part up in here I didn't go real deep in. That was man, that was hard. That was a hard piece of wood right there. Found this one spot that was a little bit softer, and was able to put a little brain coral in there. And then I took a rounded bit. You probably could have used the ball bit also, but just went over and kind of just peened his legs a little bit with it. To, just give it a little bit of a texture on his legs. This Minwax on here, this thing just turned all kind of colors. like I said, I got some cool stuff coming up in some of the next videos, so make sure you hit the subscribe button and check them out. Alright, finally got this carving done. Put that Minwax paste wax on there and shined her up a little bit, and looks pretty good. The bunch of different colors in this piece. That one in deeper, it got yellow. Some of the places it stayed gray. Some of it got turned yellowish. But yeah, some of it was really hard, some of it was really soft, some of it was just right for carving. And but it turned out pretty cool. So if you like the video, give me a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button, and we'll make some more carvings, and we'll see you all next week. Thanks for watching.